Hello and welcome to Movies with My Dad, the podcast where I, film critic Tina Cacadelas, take my dad Stratus to the movies. This week we saw Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, directed by Matthew Johnson, starring Matthew Johnson and Jay McCarroll. Join us on the spoiler-filled car ride home.
Doesn't look clean.
Your backup camera?
Yeah, remember I cleaned it as I left out.
Yeah, and then it was exposed to the elements yet again.
Tina!
Father, did you have fun?
So.
How was your documentary about Nirvana?
You mean the rock film that I was expecting to see? Wait, here's more people coming out of the theater with blankets.
People get cold in the movie theater.
No, come on, folks. This is not your home.
Oh, my God.
You know, in the summer, they're going to come out here and have, like, barbecues and they're going to be relaxing.
I think we should tailgate movies the way that we tailgate, like, football games.
That would be something.
I think that'd be fun. I would do it.
Well, we could go back to the days of drive-ins.
Why'd you pronounce it like that?
I don't know.
I love the drive-ins.
Drive-ins.
We have a couple
drive-ins. Did we go see a movie?
We did go see. Did you take a nap or what?
Well, sort of.
You did take a nap.
But let's first off what it is, and then I'll give you the nap update.
Okay, what's the name of it?
Something about Nirvana, the band, the movie, the something.
So close. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Okay.
Now the podcast.
Give some context to this.
Matt and Jay are like Canadian comedians who've been doing this sort of shtick for a long time.
Oh, so these guys are an established...
Nirvana, the band, the show is a show.
What do you mean a show?
Like, that's why it's called
Not
Nirvana,
in the movie.
the band, the
you
show.
Mean,
no,
like in the real world, these two have...
It's like, this is like essentially the Simpsons movie, where they've already had a TV show for a while, and now they're getting the movie version of it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So they're famous in Canada.
Quite. Yes, Matt Johnson is quite famous.
Okay.
Jay, I don't know as much, but Matt, I know a lot more.
Which one is Matt and Jay?
Matt's the one in the ugly, ugly fedora.
Okay.
But you probably know Matt best for directing Blackberry, which I think you liked.
Was that the one with...
It was a movie about the Blackberry phone.
Was it somebody
Literally
was abductive and we just kept... Oh, no, it was literally about the phone.
A period
just
piece about the Blackberry phone.
Maybe I did see that, yes.
You did, and you liked it, and then you found out that the guy who created the Blackberry was Greek, and you really loved that.
Whoopa!
Okay, great. I'm glad it made an impression on you. Okay, so your nap.
So the movie is a comedy routine that they've done before and then just made it into a long-form movie?
I don't think that they have planned to dive off the CN Tower
No,
before.
but they have some... They've been working on this for a while.
They have the shtick. I don't understand why you're...
No, I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. So, yes, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Even though I was...
You were silent like the whole movie.
No, I was trying to fall asleep because I'm really tired.
You were I said we didn't have to go to a movie tonight.
I know, but I felt like we needed to for the fans, Tina.
Oh my
the fans.
gosh. But we both could have been asleep.
Look, your mother needs to listen to something at the gym. So this is all she has.
This really is just for her at this point. Okay, so you enjoyed yourself. I had a feeling you would, honestly.
So I fought really hard to stay awake, and they made me stay awake because I was getting more and more engaged. Okay. And by the end, where we are now, I'm wide awake.
You are. You were just like really amped up as we were walking out of the movie theater.
Well, it's also really cold, and I don't want it to be cold.
Okay.
But anyway what about
plot.
you?
Well, what's the plot?
Time machine, Back to the Future, friendship, best buddies, murder, comedy. I'm like, how much weed or beer or whatever did they take to make this up? But now that you've told me that they've been a comedy duo for decades probably and have been working on this weird concept in the back of their head, it makes perfect sense now.
I mean, I don't know how long they've been working toward a movie.
Yeah, it's just one of these things that sort of sits in your back and you keep throwing it out every couple of years and something comes from it. It just feels like that. And then they nuanced here and there. It was, well, you didn't tell me what you thought.
I had fun. I think that I'm joining a world that's already 3/4 of the way. Like, it's not fully for me.
Why?
And I know that. Some of the stuff is just, it just, like, wasn't my humor.
It's just a goofy
But it
dad
wasn't,
jokes.
Oh my goodness.
kind
but
of
it
movie.
wasn't my sort of dumb, like, I fully know that I love dumb humor, but it's got to be like my wavelength of dumb humor. Like, I just watched this movie at Slam Dance called Danny Is My Boyfriend, where two strangers discover they're both dating the same guy, and then it's like the most dry. It felt very much like this, but the brand of this that I enjoyed. I didn't hate my time. I had fun, but I know
This was too conventionally funny for you.
What?
You needed it to be weirder, darker, more obtuse.
I never said any of that.
No, I'm reading into your movie taste.
I really loved, like,
Am I wrong?
dry humor. Like, that is what I enjoy the most. That, I think, is one of the funny, like, that.
And this was too much in-your-face humor. You laughed a number of times.
I did laugh, because quite a few times they were quite funny. When he shot the guy, that really got me, because I didn't think it was going to happen. But so much of it, I was watching it like, how on earth did they do this?
Yeah, so how much of that was on the street, just live people that were background people? Because they all seemed like they were just tourists walking around Toronto.
I avoided doing it.
Any research?
I avoided reading about it because I had a feeling I was going to watch it because it premiered at South by Southwest last year when I was there. And, like, somebody that I knew who was also there was, like, so excited to see it. And then it played at Toronto last year also when I was there. And should have seen it.
You avoided it there?
You
didn't watch it in the hometown?
I should have seen it in the hometown because I do think that people would have been really loving it, especially with the
Did our audience here
CBC.
laugh at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot. You're just fading in and out of
I may have been
consciousness
fading
that
in
you
and
missed
out.
it. Yeah, there was a lot of laughter, but I just knew that I was going to eventually watch it, but it wasn't the top of my priority because I didn't feel like I knew these guys in this context, you know.
You weren't fans of them.
I didn't say that. I wasn't fans of them in this context. The Nirvana, the band, the show, you know? So I was like, I don't feel like I should be fighting for a ticket for this.
I'm curious to find the backstory because this fascination with Back to the Future and then making the homage inside the movie and all the little bits and pieces they threw in.
So
it was really good.
This is how I know that, like, our phones are watching us because after I bought the tickets, I suddenly getting served so much content from this. Because I saw a thing yesterday about talking about the libertarian guy.
Oh.
And they were like, he was real. He was just like the random Canadian Tire employee. Crazy. And then he was like, I'm libertarian, so I support you doing whatever. But
I don't think you should be jumping off a building.
I don't like that you're inflicting it on other people by jumping off the CN Tower. And then I saw something else about...
Are you saying the
Back to the
AMC movie
Future.
app is selling your data?
I'm not saying that. I would never say that about Nicole Kidman's place of employment. And then I saw something else about, they were talking about Back to the Future, and I think in the festival run, when they start riffing on, like, the music of Back to the Future, it actually fully plays the Back to the Future music because you can get different licensing for songs, like if it's for a festival run and then for a wider release and then for a streaming release. So they could have gotten the Back to the Future music, which is what it sounds like they had, but just for the festival run. And now that it's going wide, they had to switch it.
Cut it. Well, they had
They had it for like 2 seconds, but I think from what I briefly saw, they had it for way longer. But then Matt was also explaining, like, the rules of fair use and copyright and things like that, and how you have to prove that it has a purpose.
You're saying this is parody? I guess it is parody.
Well, he's like, you have to prove that whatever it is that you're using is essential to what it is that you're doing. I think that they have.
You're such a copyright lawyer, Tina.
I'm not. I'm so scared of copyright. But I think that from what I gathered, that they have a long history of doing stuff like this in their Nirvana, the band, the show time. But I don't know. I had fun. It wasn't the funniest movie I've ever seen, but I don't think
I
it was for me.
encourage Hollywood to bring back these kinds of movies.
This is Canada.
Exactly. How do you think we got like the Blues Brothers?
Are they Canadian?
Well, Dan Aykroyd is. I think Jim Belushi's from Ohio, Chicago area, Illinois, somewhere.
I don't know.
We do know something about Jim Belushi. Wasn't there? Didn't we watch some other movie where somebody dated him in high school, and then the brother? Or was this a real person we ran into?
I don't know.
Maybe I ran into a person whose sister dated Jim Belushi. Yeah.
You know, Christina Aguilera grew up in Pittsburgh. I learned that yesterday.
Okay, it's a bit of a left turn there, but all right.
Well, because
dating, okay.
Yeah, well, no.
But anyway, so this is sort of an SCTV kind of. I can picture our friend Catherine definitely, and Eugene doing something like this.
Oh,
40 years ago, 50
yeah,
years ago.
You can clearly see that they were probably inspired by watching the two of them growing up. You know, Best in Show, that sort of thing. I think
so. We need more of these. We don't have. I also liked a lot of the previews we got that were comedies.
What previews did we get that were comedies?
There was that one.
You had one.
Okay, that one then. What was it?
Jason Segel and Samara.
Oh, that
Weaving.
one was good. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. The ladies that were stealing the
love
the
Boosters.
clothes. That looked good.
Boots Riley. I'm going to abstain from speaking about Boots Riley.
Oh my goodness.
Listen,
You're so woke, Tina.
No, I profoundly hate his first movie.
I don't know who we're talking about.
The writer-director, I can't even think of the first movie because I really hated it that much. I wanted to walk out.
Was it MacGruber?
What?
One of those movies said from the producer or the director of MacGruber.
I don't think that was...
And it flashed by so fast, I'm like, did
Sorry
I actually
to bother
see that?
you. Sorry to bother you. That's what it's called. Boots Riley, Sorry to Bother You.
Okay.
Anyway.
Back to this movie.
Yeah, you've talked barely nothing about this movie. You just said I like it.
Well, it just kept pulling me along, and more I liked it as it went. I didn't really love it at the beginning. It was okay.
When did it turn for you?
I think when they actually did the time travel, I'm like, okay, now they're just getting silly. This is good. This isn't just going to be some doofuses who were losers, you know, in their room, probably their parents' basement thing.
Oh my gosh, what?
That's what I got a vibe out of that. Sorry.
Okay.
So where does this fall in the world of Hollywood now? Because this seems out of character. I know. Well, I'm sure who's distributing
Neon.
Okay, that's a big Hollywood company.
You know Neon?
I do. They're the other one to A24.
What is happening right now?
I know. I've become you,
Tina. I don't
Tina.
like this. I don't like that now you have
Someday
knowledge.
maybe they'll send me those beautiful box sets that you get.
No,
because
they
you're
won't.
a critic.
I mean, Neon, I think, is not a U.S. distributor. Maybe I think that their roots are international. No, you can distribute.
Isn't Neon also the one that we saw with? It was that lady that killed everyone. I know that doesn't narrow it down enough.
I have no idea what this.
Oh
could
my
be.
goodness! All right, it might come to me. It probably won't.
What? No. What else?
She reminds me of Natasha Lyonne, but she's not. It was a one-name word, and then there was another movie about her like years before. Maxine.
Oh, that's A24.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Maxine.
Okay.
With 3 X's.
Yes.
And Kevin Bacon.
So
you
not
hated that
Neon.
movie.
I did, but I remembered Neon, but I did not remember correctly.
No, it was A24. Okay, so fun times.
So why aren't there more movies like what Neon? Are they like A24 where they give a lot of leeway to producers and directors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why? So this is new, right? Do small companies like Neon and A24, they're not that small anymore, I guess.
No, not.
Are
I mean,
green
both
lighting
of them,
these
both
kind
of
of
them
movies?
have been racking up Palme d'Or wins at this point and Best Picture wins.
This feels like a new venue for them because they've been mostly doing this kind of more intense things that I don't like so much.
I guess this is like their first. Well, no, they did Splitsville last year. Also, they've done more like sort of niche comedy stuff, not more broad. I don't think this is a broad comedy.
Oh, I don't know. I think this would work for a lot of people. All you need is a little knowledge of Back to the Future, and you'll go along for the ride.
Maybe that's why I didn't enjoy myself, because I don't really like Back to the Future.
Get out of this car. Get out of this car.
Whatever. It was fun. I just think that, like, I wanted things to be a little snappier. Like, I would have cut bits sooner for me.
I give you that, but then it would be too polished. I thought this was... It wouldn't go with the style, because literally it had people off the street as actual characters in the movie.
I mean,
you wouldn't want it to be more written and tight.
No, that's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for them to, like, cut some trim some stuff. Make it a little peppier. I think things went a little too long for me. I feel like comedy is in its brevity, you know?
Oh, Tina.
Listen.
Such a quote. Comedy in its brevity.
That's not everybody says that.
Are you not so pompous with that statement?
No. Comedy is funny when it's quick. That's the thing, is comedy is so diverse. Nobody really seems to agree on comedies, which is fine. That's the whole, like, totally
Yeah, for some
fine.
reason you and your mother don't think I'm funny, and I am hilarious.
I would say Mom really likes dry humor, and your humor is not. It's very loud and kind of in your face, kind of like this. It's not a compliment or a diss. It's just the statement of the style of comedy.
But you implied that I actually do have comedy chops. They're just not the kind.
The children laugh at you.
Yes, they're a great audience.
They're a fantastic captive audience for you. Okay, we're almost home. You want to rate it out of RVs?
The wire coming down from the CN tower.
Just one N.
I know, I forgot. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was quite funny, but I would cut it a little bit.
That's a joke there. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
So what are we gonna rate it out of?
Little RVs.
They're big RVs.
Okay. Well, orbits.
Orbit bottles. I like that.
Orbits.
Orbits. Is that a real thing? I've never seen it.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Okay. If you're a goofy guy or gal, and you got a little bit of Back to the Future in you, go for it. It's a good 3.5, 3 3/4 for me.
I mean,
if you're my wife, stay home.
Yeah, Mom would be miserable. I think it's like a 2.5, 3 for me. I didn't hate my time there, but...
Hey, any movie that can take me out of slumber and bring me back to wakeness is worth it.
So succinct.
There you go.
Okay.
Night, Tina.
Good night. That's it for this week's episode of Movies with My Dad. You can find all of our episodes on movieswithmydad.com or the streaming platform of your choosing. You can also send us an email at movieswithmydadpod@gmail.com. My dad is desperate to hear from you. You can find me, Tina, on Blue Sky at Tina Cacadelis or on Letterboxd at Tina_DOCX. You can find my dad at the local Lowe's. Tune in next week when we head back to the movies.